Hi there, I'm Jerry Pierce, and I'm on my way to Virginia City, where I'll be looking for historical markers of the wild, wild West. This is the first historical marker we found as we entered Virginia City. Back in the 1800s, Virginia City was the largest and most famous community during the 19th century. In 1859, miners discovered an ore deposit worth thousands of dollars per ton in gold and silver. This was the heart of the Comstock Lode, the fabulous 2.5-mile deposit of high-grade ore that produced $40 million in silver and gold. After the discovery in 1859, Virginia City boomed for 20 years, helping to bring Nevada into the Union in 1864 and to build San Francisco. 7 major mines operated during the boom. Their sites today are marked by large yellow dumps, several of which are still visible: the Sierra Nevada, the Union, the Ophir, Con, Virginia, and on the high hill to the southeast, the Combination. The lode was worked from both ends, north up Gold Canyon and south from the Sierra Nevada and Utah mines. Paul Pierce has found another historical landmark in Virginia City, right after this.
Dreams. They have brought us to the edge of space itself. Just as they did for Air Guard astronauts. Joe Engel, Fred Hayes, Mike Lounge, and Ox Van Hoften. The Air National Guard. There's no limit to how far you can go.
I'm standing next to historical marker number 236 here up on a hill in Virginia City. Hi everybody, I'm Paul Pierce, and this is by far one of the most famous of the landmarks, the most significant vintage theater in the West, the Piper's Opera House. It was the third in a succession of theaters that John Piper had erected in 1885 and operated on the Comstock. Piper's Opera House, with its original scenery, raked stage, and elegant proscenium boxes, is a remarkable survivor of a colorful era in American theatrical history. Many popular 19th century touring stars and concert artists appeared here. Yes, indeed, this was the showplace of the Wild, Wild West. Back to you, Jerry. Have you found another marker?
Yes, I have, Paul. I've found historical marker number 28. It's here on busy C Street in Virginia City, and it's in front of the office of the Territorial Enterprise. This is where a young man named Samuel Clemens worked as a reporter back in 1863, when he first used the name Mark Twain. It was here that Mark Twain learned to tell the tales that made him famous. He later described his colorful adventures in Nevada in his book Roughing It. He left the Territorial Enterprise over 100 years ago and moved on to California and worldwide fame. By the way, the Territorial Enterprise is still publishing a weekly newspaper. Paul and I will be back with more historical markers right after this.
Everyone can use a helping hand from time to time. If you're having trouble paying your utility bills, help is available. Sierra Pacific's SAFE program assists qualifying individuals with their energy costs. Other state and federal programs are available too. For more information, log on to sierrapacific.com or call 775-834-4444.
This is marker number 209, the Collar Mine, which was located in 1859. Later, this mine was consolidated with the Potosi mine in 1865 as the Collar Potosi. It was one of the leading producers of the Comstock. The Nevada Mill was erected here in 1887 to produce low-grade collar ore. It was the last to use the Washoe pan process, but the first mine on the Comstock to generate and utilize electric power. This marker at the Collar Mine is located on South F Street in Virginia City. Well, we're off to you, Jerry. Where's the next marker?
Well, Paul, I'm standing in front of an old stately mansion. It was called the Savage Mansion, and it was built back in 1861. This elegant mansion was designed in a French Second Empire style. It served as a residence for the superintendent, as well as a mine office for the Savage Mining Company. The first floor served as the mine office, while the upper 2 stories provided a residence. Ulysses S. Grant, 18th President of the United States and General of the Army, spoke to the townspeople from the second-floor balcony on October 27, 1879, after a town parade in his honor. You'll find this historical marker, the Savage Mansion, on D Street in Virginia City. We'll have more historical markers for you right after this message.
In Nevada, we're fortunate to have a program that locks in tomorrow's college tuition at today's rates. And now that program has gotten even better. The Nevada Prepaid Tuition Program has added a college savings option, and together they are known as America's College Savings Plan. These options give Nevadans the tools needed to save for all of the costs of attending college. Why am I so big on America's College Savings Plan? Let's just say I have 2 very special reasons.
Marker number 228. About 50 feet from where I'm standing took place one of the most spectacular calamities to befall Virginia City, the Great Fire of 1875. Early on the morning of October 26, 1875, a coal oil lamp was knocked over in a nearby boarding house and burst into flames. Strong winds spread the blaze, and 33 blocks of structures were leveled, along with city offices and most of Virginia City's business district. There were also several fire-related deaths that day. A new hydrant system was established after the fire, and a number of new houses were constructed. Together with a volunteer fire department, this system still serves the community today. Back to you, Jerry.
This is the McKay Mansion, Paul. Historical marker number 132. Actually, it was the office of the Gould and Curry Mining Company. This mansion escaped the 1875 fire to also become the home of John McKay, the boss of the Big Bonanza, which made him the richest man in the Comstock, over $100 million. McKay also founded the Postal Telegraph Company. This historical marker is located on South D Street in Virginia City. We'll be right back after this.
He protects all living things in the forest. But he can't do it alone. Please don't play with matches. Put out your campfires. And never, ever forget the words of Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Well, right here on the Lyon and Story County line brings us to our final destination on this journey through Virginia City, historical marker number 223, Devil's Gate. This rugged reef of metamorphic rock was once one of the most famous landmarks of the Nevada Territory. In June of 1850, a gold nugget was unearthed nearby, the first ever found in Gold Canyon. Through Devil's Gate paraded thousands of the most adventurous souls of the mining West as they made their way to the gold and silver mines of the Comstock Lode. Back to you, Jerry.
As I pass through another historical gate, Everyone agrees that Virginia City is a national landmark. Back in the 1800s, Virginia City was the most famous city in Nevada. Thousands of people came through Virginia City seeking the Comstock Lode. Some made it, some didn't, but they all left behind a historical landmark of some kind. I'm Jerry Pierce.
One thing I've learned while doing today's show is that not only are there the historical markers that we've showed you, but all over this city are markers that the local people have put up placards, signs pointing out all kinds of areas of historical significance here in Virginia City. I'm Paul Pierce. Thanks for joining us.
And we'll be looking for more historical markers of the wild, wild West.